What's up YouTube, I'm Nelson.
And I'm Thomas.
And we're here to do part 2C of Digitom Film School. In this episode we're going to show you how to do voice acting for machinima.
Alright, so yeah, I bought a boom mic. It's an Asden boom mic. You can get them online for about...
it's like $150, I think.
Yeah, for how great the mic is, it's a very good deal. So yeah, I recommend if you do like independent movies or stuff, Asden. Boom mics. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, I had a problem. I'm like, okay, well I got this great mic, but I don't know how to get it into the computer. So what I did was I eBayed XLR to USB adapter. And what do you know from, I think it was Hong Kong or something.
Yeah, Japan again.
Japan or Hong Kong, they had a bunch of XLRs to USB adapters for $8, so I bought a XLR USB adapter and that's what I use now and it works perfectly. Alright, so right now we're actually recording this broadcast right now with GarageBand, but I'm sure you could use this. I just use this because it's what came with the Mac.
You can use any audio recording software really, I mean it doesn't matter. Like Soundtrack Pro, Pro Tools, Logic, GarageBand, it's just GarageBand's simple.
Yeah, and you could even use, even if you're on PC and you don't have anything, you could just use, I think it's called Sound Recorder in Windows, so you could just use that as well.
And just a quick note guys, you can do voice acting at any step in the process. A lot of people prefer to do it before you do anything, that's fine. We generally tend to do it after we've shot all of the footage that we need because we'll kind of improv some stuff, we'll add some scenes, we'll think of things that are cool, and then we kind of can just script that in as we're playing. It just makes it easier instead of having to record it, go play the game, then come back and record pickup lines.
Alright, yeah, so when you voice record, make sure your mouth is really close to the mic, like this. Make sure it's really close. And then so that way you can turn your recording level down. Right now I'm turning it down to around 5%. You can speak normally right close to the mic, and this way it cuts out all background noise in the background so you get a nice clean audio on your voiceover.
We live next to the subway tracks, so about every 5 minutes we have a train going by, so that technique really helps out a lot.
And yeah, you don't necessarily have to worry about syncing as of yet in this process, like syncing perfectly to the head bobs in Halo, because you can sort of edit around it later, unless it's really different from what you're head bobbing in the game. Then yeah, you might have to go back and do some reshoots.
Depending on what your editing software is, when you export out of that, first we recommend that you only do one person at a time. Don't record, if a conversation between two people, don't record them both at once. Get all one person's lines then the next person's lines. It just makes it easier for when you're editing. Also when you export, you'd want to really look up what editing software you're using, what audio waveforms work. If you're in Final Cut, don't export as an MP3, they tend not to like each other.
Final Cut really likes AIF files or WAV files. Right out of GarageBand exports as an AIF file, which is perfect for Final Cut and with Logic.
Most audio programs do have a function when you're exporting that will have AIF or WAV or something. Just when you hit export, make sure you're not checking MP3. Make sure that you have AIF or WAV selected. That's generally what I think most editing programs will prefer.
A problem that a lot of machinima people make, we've made it a couple of times, is especially in the pilot episode just because it was like a capture card test. But anyways, a lot of problems people have is something called whisper yelling.
You kind of go like this instead of actually screaming and going like that! Yeah, that's a big problem we've had. It's kind of hard. I mean, we're in an apartment, so...
Sometimes if you're going for a comedic effect, sometimes whisper yelling works. Like the whole like, yeah, or just like those kind of noises, that kind of works. Alright, well that's it for voice acting. Next we'll go into editing for post-sound. My name is Thomas.
I'm Nelson.
And have a good day. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe because we're so cool.